Hey everybody, welcome to Square Table Gaming. This is our first sit down to have a general discussion, talk about, what we want from this channel. We're going to introduce ourselves here, start off with, what our favorite genres are. So I'm Zach Grubb, and I play a little bit of everything, honestly, but my favorite genres are probably action adventures and JRPGs. So talking Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Uncharted, Chrono Cross, stuff like that.
Not bad. Who's next?
I'd say you, since you spoke next.
Let's
Yeah.
let's do it. I'm Jesse Grubb, and Zach and I are brothers. That's pretty cool, actually. So, favorite games. Probably like ARPGs. Obviously anything the FromSoft thing. So Bloodborne, Dark Souls, etc. And then I'm probably gonna go Metroidvanias, anything in that realm too. You name one, it's probably one of my favorite games of all time. So, Hollow Knight, Castlevania, Metroid, all that stuff. Great games. And I could do that for the next 2 hours. I could talk about that. So who's up next?
Easiest birthday present I ever bought this guy. I found the Hollow Knight plush on eBay.
Yeah, he's still in my room. He's right next to Batman sobbing. I got this little thing with Batman sobbing. That's pretty good too.
Hollow Knight is an undertaking.
God, yeah, it is.
Yeah, for casuals.
I'll go next at that point. My name is Augie. Friends with Jesse since we were wee little babies, and Zach is a result of that.
He's my good time boy.
Baby boy. Basically just an RPG person. Mainly in JRPGs in particular, but I love a lot of the modern day Bethesda games and some of the classics. Just beat Morrowind for the first time. That was pretty based. I primarily focus on JRPGs. I've been playing the Yakuza series right now, midway through 2, and goddamn, it's so great. I've already put in 30 hours.
Nice.
But wait, we can't let Augie stop talking without Nier.
Oh, all right, yeah, we could talk about Nier. I have an Emil tattoo in the works. I have a bunch of Emil things. Nier Yoko Taro games are some of my favorites. I have unfortunately invested a shit ton in the newest one, Nier Reincarnation. Not money, time. God, no, that game is not worth the money.
You know what? I think that's a perfect segue for me to introduce myself. I am Matt Bashuk. I consider myself the filthy casual of the group because I did not understand half of the references that were just spoken. So, but I mainly grew up playing the first-person shooters from 360, the classic ones like BioShock, Left 4 Dead. I bring the house down in Guitar Hero. But as far as favorite genre goes, I'm definitely getting into the Soulsborne. Just started playing those within the past couple years. COVID definitely helped me get addicted to that. So pretty much at this point, anything from Software is what I'm really into, with the exception of Sekiro. Still haven't gotten to that yet. And playing right now, I will. It's in the works.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah. But playing right now, I'm hopping back and forth between a few things. For nostalgia's sake, I'm replaying Bulletstorm, the remaster, Spider-Man PS4, and getting back into Dark Souls 3, doing some DLC on New Game Plus Plus.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, the filthy casual who plays New Game Plus Plus in FromSoft games.
but poorly. I play it poorly, so it's fine. It's fine.
Well, it's terrible because you end up finishing the game and then you're like, let me go do the DLC. And you're like, oh, the DLC is end game content, but I'm in New Game Plus Plus.
Yeah,
And you're just fucked
infinitely harder.
Also,
Yeah.
respect where it's due. This man refuses to play a pyromancer.
I do.
Yeah,
I
God,
do.
power to you.
Unless I'm going for trophies.
Oh man, y'all, the real trophy hunters here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's me. That's me, baby. I'm sitting on 155 plats at my last count.
Gosh.
Ooh.
There's
I have 11.
there's trophy hunters, and then there's Zach, who is like, if Jack the Ripper was going after trophies in a PlayStation
Instead of
game.
women in Victorian.
Instead of
Yeah.
women.
I'm not sure how to feel about that comparison, but okay.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting one. I don't know if that's where my brain would have went to. If I had to do an insulting one or just a thing I think is funny, I would say probably a hoarder maybe. But okay.
Yeah, that seems more my speed. Hoarding.
At the very least, it's a little less grotesque.
You guys are like making it less than it is, but I know the real Zach.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, a mass murderer in England and like what? All
For
right,
trophies, for trophies,
for
You
trophies.
know,
All right,
in
Get the
Minecraft.
trophies.
Only in
Get
Minecraft.
trophies.
We only commit acts of violence in Minecraft.
Anything we say is only in Minecraft.
you know
God,
what's
yes.
crazy? I don't like Minecraft. I
Yeah,
don't like
that's
it.
fine.
Okay.
I have not played Minecraft, but I know a lot about it.
I ain't not missing much.
That'd be
Alright.
fun to do a run of that.
Yeah,
together.
all right, let's keep it rolling. What are we doing next?
All right, so I guess next we kind of want to talk about what we want out of this channel. I think a lot of us were feeling kind of creatively bankrupt. We weren't doing too much during all this downtime with COVID. I know I basically stopped writing. I know you were working on some music, but it took a while to get there, right?
Yeah, real long time.
Yeah, and we realized we were constantly having these like really long-winded, serious conversations about gaming and the industry and developers, and we thought, you know what, let's this gets interesting, this gets funny, this gets really thought-provoking in these long conversations we're having. So let's do something with this. Let's actually try to make something, and that's where we started thinking of Square Table Gaming.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah.
Make history in the making.
Indeed.
So we have a few different ideas for what we want out of this, a few different ideas for shows and content for anybody who's sitting in listening to us right now. Jesse, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Mine's gonna be a real simple kind of square table, if you will, and all four of us will kind of come together, and I'll bring some talking points. It'll be in more like a standard, kind of what we're seeing here, kind of like a standard podcast style. We'll probably throw some gaming up on there, whatever we're talking about. But I'll bring talking points, and I got some things in the works at the moment. One of the ones we were talking about a while ago, actually, but I think would be really interesting to launch into with all the new releases of recent, in the past like 3-4 years, like gaming for anybody who's disabled and things like that. That's a really interesting thing because, yeah, developers are now really, really, coming to terms with the fact that this needs to be accessible, and we're seeing that a lot. I could go off on that now. Last of Us 2, Ratchet and Clank, something on the other side of that, Returnal, etc. But I'll leave that for one of our discussions. But yeah, I'll be bringing talking points to you guys, and we'll see where it goes.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
All right, and I think next up we should probably talk about Matt's baby. This was originally his idea, and it's kind of a show he and I run together. So you want to jump into that?
Yeah, sure. Started off as kind of just like a little wordplay joke because whenever I'm like texting about like trying to get somebody to play a co-op game or whatever, I never put the hyphen in. I'll just say coop, like COOP. So I figured, hey, perfect little wordplay. Let's just do the chicken coop, which could be sort of like a combination of just talking about how much we love the game while playing a co-op game, and could be just riffing on the game or talking about random shit that we like, et cetera, or doing just pretty simple die pass, whereas we go through a level, you die, you pass the controller. If you get to a substantial amount of the game or you progress, then you pass the controller. But that could be a pretty fun idea, incorporating penalties later on, like if you die a certain amount of times, or just simply if you die, maybe chugging a beer or taking a sip of a beer or something to make things get interesting later on. But endless possibilities.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite ones we came up with was we don't have the equipment to do it yet, but once we do, I'm very excited. Every time you die, you won't get the controller back until you finish the first level of Crash Bandicoot, when you have to run away from the boulder.
Yeah.
God,
like incorporating another game as the penalty, which could
Yeah.
also be pretty interesting, like a speed run of a Frogger level or something. Bring out the Game Boy. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and I think we've got that first episode like queued up and ready to go, don't we? We can. I've got a little work to do on the thumbnail, things like that, but we can. We're gonna get that live this week.
Yeah,
And whenever we all actually get together in person, like that's also considered a chicken coop episode, right?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't just have to be us two. It could be all of us just doing a variety of things in the vein of the coop.
So I know we've talked about playing the new Mario Party together. That could be an episode of the Chicken Coop.
Big time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Would be perfect for it.
So one of my ideas for a show that I'm really hoping we can nail down some times to get into it together, but you see a lot of videos on YouTube, like retrospectives on games and stories of game development, how like the stories behind how our favorite games were made, things like that. but they're always pretty dry for the most part. It's very informational. It's really cool stuff to learn about, but there's not really anything else going on. So I had a thought. What if we create a signature cocktail to go along with the game that we're talking about? And the person giving the history of the development of that game has to drink that cocktail while playing the game and giving you the history of the game. And we just let the camera roll. And we see where it takes us. Maybe it'll get funny. Maybe it'll just be informational and fun. It would be especially funny if it's somebody's first time playing that game while they're going over the history of it. But I think it could be a fun idea to kind of create some personal cocktails for people to try out based on their favorite game series and learn a little bit about the development of different series. I know a big one I want to do personally is Silent Hill, because the story of how Silent Hill got made is ludicrous.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Plus,
Oh, that'll be a fun one for Matt too.
Yeah, exactly.
Might be a good time to segue into what I'm gonna try to primarily do, which is this idea of we all have, as we said earlier, like our favorite genres, the games we play the most. The idea of like exposing ourselves to things that we don't primarily play normally. So, for example, Jesse is into the ARPGs more than anything, has JRPG experience, but hasn't played, like, again, I'm playing Yakuza, which into the second one is super JRPG based, and I think exposing ourselves to things like that, things that we aren't usually into, would be very educational for us, help us find new things we like, and maybe get some good content out of it.
yeah, and like we could
Right.
have a few of us in chat talking to each other while they're playing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Taking each other on, or helping each other out a bit.
Yeah, so these are just some of the show ideas we've been kicking around. Obviously, we also want to do things like the latest news for different series that we're into. Like, our first couple videos have already been Square Table Gaming reacts to the Elden Ring gameplay reveal, which was just chef's kiss.
And that's as
yeah,
far into that as I'm going. That is as far into that as I'm going.
Yeah, Matt's trying to stay blind on this.
As blind as I can.
And we had a little discussion video just playing some Dark Souls 3 PvP while talking through Elden Ring. Although that became more just us wailing on each other in PvP, but that's fine. It was funny.
Yeah, we lose the point pretty quick, but we get back. We get back around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Constantly bringing it home.
So I think it's a pretty good synopsis of what we're trying to do here. Just what we want to have fun, and we're hoping that we make content that people are gonna have fun watching.
And you all out there
come
want
hang
to
out.
send us some
Hang out with
ideas.
us.
Yeah, we are absolutely open to ideas. Anybody has any suggestions or have different series they want us to touch on, we'd be happy to jump into it. I think we talked about ending this off by just talking a little bit about what we're playing right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think it's pretty weird that you brought up Silent Hill and not a single one of us, nobody, said that their favorite games are horror games.
We just, I think, I think personally for me, I just fixated on the things that I know the best. But goddamn, yeah, Silent Hill is one of the best, and we do love our horror games.
Yeah,
We love our horror
games.
games.
Sure.
I think that's the thing though. I love horror games, but they're so few and far between. Like,
Yeah,
really
That could be a
good
whole
one.
discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know what?
there you
I'll
go.
bring that to one of our tables. All right, there you go.
Perfect. I
Done
could
and
go off on
done.
some tangents.
Oh, dude. Honestly, this shit, it writes itself.
What are you talking about? We've been following a script this entire time.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't get those pages I sent you?
No, I got all of them. It says talk over everyone else every chance you get.
I'm literally looking at espresso parts as I read the script you sent me on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, my printer ran out of ink, so I've been improvising since page 7.
All right, boys. Let's start. Last thing here. What are we getting into? What are we playing?
I can kick off. I am playing Hades. I've absolutely dominated on Switch back when it came out, but I picked it up for PS5, and it is the longest plat I've played in a while. So much of it's RNG based on these conversations.
Yeah, the Ripper.
I'm almost done. I've got 4 to go, and 2 of them are gonna pop at the same time because of the way they're set up. But there's that.
I hope you don't get them.
One day it'll happen. But there's
mean-
that. There's that. I'm playing Hotline Miami 2 on my PlayStation Vita.
Ooh.
That's another thing everyone will come to know about me pretty quickly. I love this thing. I don't care if they stop supporting it and that it's more or less discontinued. I love this system, and I'm gonna keep.
No, I'm
fucking
glad
playing
I'm glad you do because nobody else here is going to have anything to say about the fucking Vita. So it's better that you're here to.
it. And and I'm playing The Legend of Zelda 2: Link's Adventure on the Zelda Game and Watch, which I could go on about. I'm really digging it.
Go on about it. What do you got to say? Let's hear it.
All right. Long story short, I picked up the Mario Game and Watch last summer because I thought, we're going to spend a couple days at the beach and we're going to be social distancing, so we're not going to be moving around too much. We're going to be staying in our little space, and I'm just going to have something to do while I'm on the beach. And it was not worth $50. Loved every second of playing with it. Not worth the price tag. The Zelda Game and Watch, probably still not worth $50, but it feels a lot closer to it than the Mario one did. Every game has cheat codes built in that'll basically max out your hearts and make things a little bit easier to go along with because damn, those old games are hard. So like you can I'm planning on playing Zelda 2 with the cheat code, beating it, and then going back and playing it fresh, just so that I know what I'm doing. And there's just so many little Easter eggs. Like you can play the timer on it. Like you can literally start playing the timer as Link. It's loaded up with stuff to just keep it fun and interesting. And I feel like I'm not going to get tired of it for a good long while.
Cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's throw it to Augie. Augie, what are you playing?
Oh man, same thing as everybody else. I feel like 10 minutes of this, 10 minutes of that, but actively playing. Jess and I just played some Halo before this, which was really fun. Halo Infinite. God damn, that's just been a really fun game for us. And Yakuza. My life is just those two at this point.
Nothing else at all.
Never played.
I mean, I could list the 7 games I play for 10 minutes and then hop into the other game, but again, that's that's going to be a little bit of time.
Those are your big boys.
I'm also playing Fable 3 co-op, the entire campaign in a co-op with my girlfriend, which has been really cute. From
That's
there,
great.
replaying Fable 2 with that.
He's a terrible landlord. He's making people pay way too much money for their houses.
Only until I became a king, which got me 65 or the 6,500,000 you need to get further into the saving Albion. As soon as I got that money, I was fine. I didn't have to do stuff. I put myself down to the lowest rent, so I still make money, and nobody's mad at me anymore.
Wow. See, but when we were children, we were like, no, charge them money. We need the money.
Oh, absolutely. It's the greatest adult simulator that we could have gotten at that age.
Oh wow, you guys were a lot harsher than I was playing Fable.
I
just want everyone to like me.
Oh yeah, no. They can like me.
No.
I'd rather them hate me and still be alive.
I just wanted that sweet, sweet money.
Matt,
Matt, what are you doing?
Yeah, touched on it a little bit when I first popped in here, but just out of curiosity, I downloaded the PS4. Well, I bought the PS4 remaster of Bulletstorm, which I don't know if you guys played.
It's fantastic. It's so good.
Yeah.
Wow,
I don't even know how you describe it. I mean, first-person shooter, as I would describe it, but I don't know how else to describe it. But you get crazy amount of points for skill shots, which is getting kills.
It's like an arcade first-person shooter, very arcade.
Yeah, doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's really fun. That's why I love it. Super tongue-in-cheek, but it's not afraid to say the fuck word as well. So best of both worlds, I guess. Constantly replaying Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, doing the New Game Plus for the DLC in Dark Souls 3, which has been kicking the shit out of me. And yeah, gonna hop back into Spider-Man for PS4. Mentioning all these PS4 games, even though I have a PS5. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. Gonna try to get all the trophies.
Did you pick up Demon Souls or?
Oh yeah. I got Demon Souls, got the plat in there, done that.
Oh. Okay, great, awesome. Yeah.
Oh no, the only Demon Souls Matt's playing right now is when we get together and play some TIG.
Some TIG. Stay tuned for the Chicken Coop.
Yeah, check out Chicken Coop episode 1 to meet TIG.
Yeah.
I think I'd be. I'm sure we all kind of touched on it a little bit, but literally all of us are just From Software simps.
100%.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's
some
pretty
more
good.
than others.
There's no other way to put it.
I'll make the confession. I played 20 minutes of Sekiro. Wow, 20 minutes of Sekiro, and I stopped playing it because I got
Oh my god.
I got a little distracted,
Oh no.
and now I'm too scared to touch it.
Yeah, we'll touch it. We'll touch it together. We'll all be
Yeah, you know
touching
what?
it.
We'll do it this way, and y'all can watch me fail. It'll be great.
We'll all play
Oh,
Sekiro
man.
again in a special way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all will
that's
relive it
true.
through the rage of a first-time player.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's actually
So
something
much
I
rage.
meant to touch on. When we're all set up for it, we do want to. We were talking about maybe doing a weekly stream, like one of us taking each week of the month and doing a stream. So if we wanted to start doing Sekiro, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would probably be great.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
That would be great for everyone.
I will personally scream at all of you to do better.
I will take the
Wouldn't-
longest.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Jess.
All right. So Jesse,
Did I go?
You're
Did
the
I
only
go
one
yet?
left. You're the only one left, buddy.
Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, we talked about before. Auden and I were playing Halo Infinite. Multiplayer dropped yesterday. It's a beta, but it's the full game basically. Really, really fun. Great time. Super great time. I'm not like a Halo aficionado. I haven't like played it throughout its whole series. I played a lot of Combat Evolved, a little bit of 2, fair amount of 3, and some Reach, I think. Like seriously. And the new one came out, and I'm a big fan. Having a lot of fun with it. Aug and I had a blast. We played for like 2 hours. It was like it flew by.
Nice.
Aside from that, what else am I playing? I've really been playing a lot of stuff on Game Pass just to kill time and just waiting for Elden Ring. Terrible feeling. Really, really into this like city sim building game, Frostpunk. But it's also a survival game. So if you're familiar with any kind of city building sims or anything like that, it's that. But there's a beginning and an end, and you have to be ready for the end, or you lose the game and your whole file's gone. So really fun.
That would be something Augie would have to have me play for his segment because that is not in my wheelhouse at all.
Oh, dude, I would have a blast with that. Like having all you guys kind of try that out. Augie can give me some other horrible project, but you guys can try that.
Honestly,
It's fun.
Something in that vein I definitely was thinking about is if y'all haven't tried the Digimon World reboot game, that's super frustrating. I've been playing it a little bit before I got the Xbox.
That's why I'm
No,
so
thank
glad
you.
you're here because there is nobody else who would go. Have you guys played the new Digimon game?
Listen, this is going to be a very hot take, but personally, I thought Digimon was cool as a kid, cooler than Pokemon. I liked how
what was the original? What was the original one called where they would shit everywhere?
Digimon World.
Just Digimon
Wait,
World.
what?
Yeah.
They would
Oh my
shit
God.
everywhere?
Yeah, you have to take care of them. It was like the Tamagotchi aspect that they were spawned from, or it turns into from the anime and card games. I think I don't know the exact history, but it went from like they made a PS1 game where it was a Tamagotchi-esque like feeding, taking care of the Digimon, and then they fight with like some story mode of you getting out of the Digimon world from that.
Yeah, but if you couldn't get your Digimon to the bathroom fast enough,
yeah,
they would shit on the ground, and then they were useless. The game was over.
Yeah, or there were times where I barely remember the game as a kid because it was very hard as a kid. But your Digimon could evolve into the champion leveled poop Pokemon or Digimon if you just shit on the floor enough times.
Jesse,
And
Jesse,
I
I
could
don't
be
know if you
wrong.
remember this, but we rented that game from GameStop for 3 weeks straight. Or not GameStop, from Blockbuster.
I didn't know how to play it. I didn't know how to fucking play. They kept shitting. There was no way to stop it.
Terrible. But it was only, get this, I found this out this year. It was only terrible because the stats in the US are wrong.
Oh.
Wow.
Damn.
In the US version of the original game, it's wrong. And all of the strategy guides were wrong. They translated things badly, and it made it almost impossible to make Digimon evolve the right way.
Wow, it's kind of like how
So they shouldn't have been shitting, or what's the
No, the shit was absolutely supposed to be happening. But like the actual
But they were doing it all the time.
Yeah. No, like the actual like stats you needed to build up your Digimon and make them evolve into something that didn't shit all over the place all the time was wrong. It was wrong in the US version of the game.
Christ. My God.
Oh man. All right. Let's before we go too deep into Digimon.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, you know what?
Bringing it home.
Real quick before we wrap up, because I know you guys are we're kind of coming to the end of this here, right?
Yeah.
What are you guys anticipating? Like, name one thing you're anticipating. Start with Zach.
You mean for the
Don't
channel
say
as a
Elden
whole?
Ring.
Oh, you
No,
mean a
it's like
game,
video
a game.
Yeah, but don't say Elden Ring because we're all that'll be all of our answers. So like something else.
Little Devil Inside.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that
That
looks
game
great.
looks really interesting. I really can't wait for that to come out. Also, I know it's already out, but I've had a limited budget for games lately, and I really want to play Kenna.
It's so good. It's so fucking good.
So that'll be that's
Og
on the
Dog.
list.
Og Dog, the Augie Doggy. What are you looking forward to?
You know, one of the reasons why I'm excited about participating in this channel is kind of getting back into gaming knowledge stuff. I feel like at this point it's whatever Jesse or Zach kind of just tell me is in the works, and I'll look it up and go, "Oh my god, I remember this, but I barely remember this." But to answer your question, Final Fantasy 16 is the first thing that comes to my brain.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that.
This might be a hot take. 15 wasn't great. It was okay, but I'm excited to see like that combat a little more flushed down after playing remake 7 remake.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think that's a hot take.
Well,
15
no,
was-
I thought that 15 was okay.
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
So I played 7 remake and then 15's free on the PlayStation.
Oh
whatever
yeah,
the
no,
fuck it's called.
I spent
when
money.
you buy the PS5, you get Final Fantasy 15 for free, and I installed all 100 and fucking
DLC
60 gigabytes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I played it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh wow, it's like worse.
I have mixed feelings on the Strangers of Paradise too. I don't like Neo whatsoever, but I'm considering.
That's a lie. That is a lie. Don't start.
Listen here. We'll talk about this in a future episode. All right.
We will. Let's not get into it.
Personally, did not like.
So Matt, who probably hasn't understood anything we've been saying for the past like 10 minutes, what
A
are you
little
looking forward
less,
to?
less than 10, maybe like 7.
You're not allowed to say Elden Ring.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so I can't say Elden Ring.
Nobody
So
said any Bethesda games either, which I'm surprised.
could somebody maybe provide me with like a list of maybe 5 upcoming games that don't include Elden Ring?
Maybe Starfield.
And I'll just
maybe
choose
Elder
from
Scrolls
them.
6.
Yeah, there's Starfield, which is the next Bethesda game. If you've ever played like Fallout or anything like that, or Elder Scrolls, there's
Oh, well, yeah.
the next God of War
Sunrise.
game, the God of War
Ooh, yeah, new
reboot
God of War.
sequel. There's
God
the
of
next
War is
Horizon
also exciting.
game.
There's a
Haven't played that
Pokemon
either.
Legends, the Arceus game, I think. The one that looks like Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
There's Breath of the
Horizon
Wild
Zero, Forbidden West.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
was
the
saying
only
that.
things I can think of. I would say Vampire the Masquerade, but I have a feeling the second one isn't going to be that great anymore with the development. It seemed like that's
That
getting.
I'm trying to
Now, I
like
see-
I thought
I'm
that
trying to
fell
get like
by
an
the
idea
wayside.
here of like what Matt might actually be interested in. So
That's
Well,
fair.
I see here that there's a Lord of the Rings game coming out. How's
The
that
online
looking?
one?
oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Says Lord of the Rings Gollum looks cool.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
dude, I
did
don't
look
remember
interesting.
anything about that.
Dude, I saw
Yeah,
some
I
shit
don't
for
know
that like
anything
3
either.
years ago. It's
Yeah.
like, is it ever going to come out? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. Warner Brothers definitely will do something with it. I think they really are trying to make most of these movie book games that they have. Lord of the Rings, the Hogwarts game. If you're into Harry Potter,
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
a complete idiot. I spaced completely on that. Yeah, that. I'm looking probably forward to that more than Elden Ring, to be honest. That the Harry Potter RPG. You
Get
kidding me?
out. Get out.
Yeah, no joke. I'm gonna bury so much time into that. If it's good and not disappointing, like Nick Smash, I'm gonna put so much time into that.
do y'all remember when J.K. Rowling immediately came out with her tweets that they disavowed everything she said and that they have no participation with her? She's not involved in the game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They literally
Nope.
did it like I think a couple hours after she started getting canceled or whatever words
Blasted.
you want to use.
Absolutely
Yeah.
blasted.
Blasted.
It's pretty funny.
So anyway, we started blasting.
We started blasting at J.K. Rowling. Low hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit.
The lowest.
All right, so
It's a good
Matt's
start.
interested in some dumb game that some horrible person is a part of, and I'm interested in.
You play Cyberpunk yet? You might be able to play Cyberpunk in a good state in a couple months.
Okay, yeah, I'll hand you my copy. You can check it out.
Oh, dude, buy it from GameStop when it goes on sale to $20 like I did.
I thought it was pretty great, but we'll you know what? Let's not even.
All right.
Well, not even. Well, let's not talk about.
Oh, but before we get into Jesse's anticipated games, there's one I completely slept on that I keep seeing new trailers for, and I'm really hype about. Gotham Knights.
Oh yeah, shit, that's
Forgot about
co-op, right? That's
Yep.
cooperative.
Yep.
Oh, dude,
Ooh,
chicken
nice.
coop.
I'm
Chicken
gonna
coop right
play
there.
me some Nightwing, and I'm gonna play me some Batgirl.
Oh, dude,
Fucking
Red Hood over here, please.
I'm looking.
all
I'm
right.
looking at some Gotham Knights pictures right now. Looks good. Looks good.
So I have like a caveat here. Like I don't want to say anything obvious like God of War, because like come on, that's a given. But I also want to give an honorable mention to Solar Ash.
Ooh.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of that. But if I'm talking about the one thing that I'm looking forward to like a lot that you guys haven't mentioned, fuck, I had it. It's gone.
Is it Forspoken?
Yeah, that was it. Wow, dude, you're in my fucking head. I was literally gonna say like Forspoken is it's shaping up real nice. That last trailer they put out, I don't know how I feel about like the whole story and everything, but holy fuck, that looks like next gen as fuck, and it looks like a blast to play.
It looks
So
gorgeous.
yeah, and just the traversal and the movement. I was like, I've never seen anything like that in a video game. So if they can somehow make it look that goddamn beautiful and play that well, that's what I'm really looking forward to. Aside from God of War, Elden Ring, and Solar Ash, but yeah.
All right,
Sweet.
guys. So I guess that's our. Even though we've already got 2 videos out there, this is the end of our first official Everybody's in It introductory video for Square Table Gaming.
Yeah.
Like,
Sweet.
subscribe, hit the bell. I die a little inside every time I say that, but we don't want the algorithm to hate us, so please do all those things.
Unfortunately.
Comment.
Yeah.
It would make
And
our
we'll-
life a bit easier.
We will have plenty of content. This is what do you call it? Jumping off point.
Yeah. And we're planning on being really involved with the community if we build up a community. So, you guys
Oh,
comment.
dude, streaming.
We're gonna be
We
there.
do plan to stream. We do plan to stream. We didn't mention that, but we will be
Oh, we
streaming.
did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Somebody here was
Pay
busy
attention.
trying to remember the name, remember Forspoken to listen to what was going on.
Dude, my brain is soup. I forgot so many things that I was so prepared for.
Oh yeah, no, I just kind of winged it towards the end of there because I lost track of my notes and it all seemed very
Somehow, there was going to be radio silence for like 2 minutes straight, and Zach was like, "Forspoken," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's the one."
All right, everybody. So we're signing off. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment. We're going to interact with the community as much as possible. And we'll see you guys soon with our first episode of the Chicken Coop.
Oh
Thanks, guys.
yeah.
Night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Good night.